Hi, in this video I want to show you only the working and not the source code. So please understand, this is not a code walkthrough. This is only a demonstration. Utilize EventHub using Kafka broker um, from a Spring Boot application and implement a microservice model SAGA pattern. As you can see here, it is Kafka version. So this, if you see this in the logs, it means you are using the Kafka model of EventHub and not the direct EventHub thing. Okay, so we have an order service and a payment service, and because I can't show all the five services I have, I just simplified them like these two services, order services and this payment service. There is an endpoint, order all. Right now it is empty, so there is a payments also endpoint just to see what is inside that payments service. So it is also an empty. Now, as a first step, I want to create um, an order. I want to create an order for the particular user, and it contains some order items, which is the product and quantity. Again, there is a pricing service inside, and that pricing service is going to find this product ID, um, identify the price, and multiply it by the quantity, and do the calculation of the totals. Okay, so let me create the order. So once the order is created, the order ID is 1, user ID is whoever we supplied, the total is 575 in pence, and order status is verified. So how this happened is, when an order is created, it will be in place status. The payment service is going to listen, and once it receives a newly created order, it will contain the user details, and the assumption is that there is a card that is provided, and that will go to uh, the payment service will go to the bank and verify if the card is valid or not. And once that is done, the payment service is going to send a message into one of the Kafka channels, which is I'll show you. It is on the event hub, which is called payments. And again, for the orders, there is an orders. So there are two different event hubs for separating or using different channels. Once the payment service verifies with the bank that card is valid and some kind of confirmation, it is going to push an event, send an event, and the consumer or the order service is going to identify or read that and then change the status to order verified. And you can see here in the logs, so there is a payment ETO that has come, and it said it was verified. That is when the order gets changed. Now, if we go and look at what is inside the payments, so on the payment side, there is a new entry that is created saying that this is the amount we have to take, and I did not populate the created date, so it is null. The status is verified for that particular request. Now, and I assume that the inventory happened, um, and and now it's time to take the payment, and we have a particular endpoint to simulate that. This is automated process, but we want to keep control, and so we are going to give an order number and say like take payment for that. Okay, so ignore this past response. So when you say take the payment for the order 1, we get some processing happens, going to the bank, giving the amount to be deducted, and getting back, of course, getting the funds. And and so this is complete. Now, if we go and check what happened to the order, yeah, the order is completed. And now, if we go and check the user and what is his balance, now let's say I want to create another order. So I go here and check what happened. And now it's also verified, we will have some event logs there that confirms this. And let's say I want to take the payment for order 2. Let's say let's slightly change it. So let's create um, so change this quantity to 3. Okay, so send. So it created another order. If we look at the orders, now we have 3 orders. One of them is 7.65. So let's say I want to take, of course, we can go here and check how many are there. So one we already completed. This is verified. This is verified. Now I want to pay for the order 3. It failed. So the reason for the failure is we don't have enough funds. Yeah. So once it is failed, if you look at the log in the order service, you got the payment service has sent an event saying that the status is failed. So once the status is failed, you can come and check what happened in the order service. It got cancelled. You can't fulfill that, and this is the SAGA pattern.